Welcome to the Chess 369 channel. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification button. Let's start the game. White begins the game with pawn to e4, the king's pawn opening. A classic and aggressive start, aiming to control the center and open lines for the queen and bishop. Black responds symmetrically with pawn to e5. Balanced and strong, we're heading into a classical open game. White develops the knight to f3, instantly putting pressure on the e5 pawn and preparing for rapid kingside development. Black mirrors with knight to c6. Solid development, defending e5 and signaling openings like the Ruy Lopez or the Italian game. White brings out the bishop to c4, the Italian game. A quiet yet deadly setup, keeping eyes on the vulnerable f7 square. Black counters with bishop to c5, the gioco piano. We're now deep into one of the most elegant classical lines. White castles kingside. Quick and safe. The king is tucked away and rook activation is coming. Black develops the knight to f6, hitting a 4 and maintaining symmetry. White plays d3, quiet but strong, supporting the center, keeping the position flexible. Black castles kingside. Both sides are now ready for the middle game. White advances c3, preparing d4 and full central control. Black responds with d6, solidifying the center and opening a diagonal for the dark-squared bishop. White now pushes d4. The central breakthrough is here, aiming to challenge Black's grip. Black captures with xd4, accepting the tension. White recaptures with cxd4. Central pawns are balanced again, and White holds a slight space advantage. Black plays bb6, retreating but maintaining pressure on the long diagonal. White follows up with nc3, continuing development with pressure on d5 and e4. Black slides the rook to e8, lining up with the open file and possibly preparing for tactical ideas around e4. White plays re1, mirroring and reinforcing the e4 pawn. Black brings queen to e7, possibly eyeing h4 ideas or even preparing for a rook lift. White moves h3, a small but practical pawn push, preventing bishop or knight jumps to g4. Black plays h6 in return, mirrored caution, denying White's light pieces access. White lifts the queen to d3, eyeing both f3 and potentially swinging to g3 or h3. Black develops the knight to a5, threatening to trade off the bishop on c4. White calmly drops the bishop back to b3, keeping pressure alive. Black plays b6, offering a trade to relieve the tension. White accepts with bxe6, and Black recaptures with fxe6. Structure slightly weakened, but central control reinforced. White goes nd5, a powerful central outpost. The knight dominates the board now. Black challenges with xd5. White plays xd5, isolating Black's pawn on a6 and opening lines. Black shifts the rook to f8, maybe aiming for counterplay on the king side. White calmly pushes c4, locking down central squares and giving the bishop room to breathe. Black attempts dxc4, hoping to simplify. White recaptures with yxc4 line. Queen becomes active, aiming at the king side. Black drops the bishop to d4, centralizing and trying to challenge the initiative. White plays nxd4, bold and precise,